What's up guys, this is CorrectyFox and welcome to Arsenal update number 7. If you guys want this world for yourself, I have a world download on Java and Bedrock. The link will be in the description. Alright, so recently I upgraded the Su-57 Felon. This is Russia's 5th generation fighter jet. You remember the old one by Hisok? How it's badly needed a redesign, especially because now it comes in this pretty cool camouflage. Sort of like this blue, but sort of like gray. So that's why I have two of them, because the color is really in between. Like some photos it looks gray, other photos it looks kind of bluish. It's really in between, but yeah, definitely one of the coolest fighter jets ever. Here's how it looks like, and we're also using pale oak because that recently came out. Though I had to use weld edit to help that blend in. Very nice. And here is what it looks like in gray. Pretty cool designed. Another Russian aircraft people have been asking for is the Ilyushin IL-76MD, and it has the Russian flag right there. And this is basically the Soviet Union's, version of the C-17 Globemaster III. Their cargo plane, so 4 jet engines. And yeah, we finally finished it up. And I figured out in the old version, it's a little bit too tall, so I had to cut it off. So now it is the correct shape. And yeah, it definitely looks like an IL-76. I also made the Ukrainian Air Force IL-76, so you can see that trident on the tail. This was a really pain to make. But yeah, it somehow looks like the Ukrainian trident, and we have the roundels on the wings. And that's how you tell it's Ukrainian. Now we also have another one that's more obvious because we have that yellow stripe going underneath that blue. Yeah, that's basically the only real difference. And we also have the Beriev A-50. This is an airborne early warning and control aircraft developed in the Soviet Union, and Russia uses it. And a couple of these have been shot down. Can't see the delivery is a bit different from the regular IL-76 because it's just gray, there's no blue stripe. And it has some red numbers here and another one on the tail. And there's also red stars on the wings. This big radar dish on top. And next to that we have the Antonov An-26. This is a turboprop aircraft from the Soviet Union. And this one is for the Russian Air Force. So I just want to build something from Antonov, And then here I have the Ukrainian Air Force one, so it's just gray. And these actually come in a lot of different colors. And here we have the Sukhoi Su-25 Frogfoot. And you remember Mr. Sweet had made the Russian version, so I decided to make it Ukrainian because Ukraine uses this a lot as well, and keep the same style. But yeah, here's what it looks like. Very cool aircraft, and the armaments are similar, but the loadout's a bit different from the other one. Also, we have the L-39 Albatross. This is a trainer aircraft from Czechoslovakia. Pretty popular, but Ukraine uses it for training air pilots. And rest in peace to Juice, who was a famous Ukrainian pilot, but he was killed in a training accident. 2 L-39s just collided with each other, so dedicate this aircraft to him. Then next up we have the Ukrainian Green Nose Su-27. This is in the Splinter livery. So I don't know, it's like one of the coolest liveries of the Ukrainian Air Force, and they still operate, I think. The most common one is just this one here with its pixel blue, but there was a picture of one of these with an AGM-88 HARM missile, so yeah, still in service. And we also have this one. This one's kind of new. This might be a one-off. It's in the Compass Grey Ghost livery, similar to the F-15C, and has that Ukrainian flag in the back and the trident, as well as roundels on the wings, and yeah, it's in gray. And over here we also have the Ukrainian Air Force Su-24M bomber. Maybe you've seen this before, but finally it is complete. And we have 3 different modes over here, all the different angles. If you remember this Su-24 from the Ukrainian Hell March video, this one is based on actual livery rather than just random bits of white and gray together, so that's what it looks like. And right over here we have this 2.5:1 scale Japanese Type 10 main battle tank, the Hitomaru. And yeah, it's just to add something to the arsenal. Yeah, Japanese self-defense force. Right over here we have the M992A2. This is a field ammunition supply vehicle, and we have the A3. So yeah, these are basically paired with the M109 Paladin, which is right here, which I showed you previously. And yeah, we could just reload ammunition or carry the ammunition in this. I also finished up the T-84 Oplot-M, which is Ukraine's most advanced tank. And yeah, there's not many of these built. I think some were sent to like Thailand for export, but Ukrainian ground forces, they don't have much of these. But since I'm building a lot of Ukrainian stuff, I might as well build one of their famous tanks. And I have a couple of different ones here in camouflage, like brown and then green and black a little bit. It's different from the T-84 I built previously because I think the commander's sight is different, and also like the side armor. Like, look how thick the side armor is, compared to other tanks where it's just like this, trapdoors. This one's a whole wall on the side. Yeah, a lot of detail in this, and it got antennas. We also have this one, and by the way, the antennas for all of these, they are pretty different. Like you see, this one has two. This one only has one on that side, and the other one's one on that side. So they're not all the same. So here is a different T-84 Oplot-M. Very cool. And the last one, this one is just a plain green. Maybe you've seen some videos of this, training recently. We also have the aircraft crash crane that's used on the Nimitz aircraft carrier. I finished it up, and here's how it looks like. And speaking of the Nimitz, here is the progress so far. And I've actually did a lot of work on this since the last time, mainly in the back area, not really in the front. So yeah, here's how it looks like. Got the hangar doors, and reflector and MCC, they really helped me a lot, to understand, because in the Nimitz carrier, there's actually the whole kind of angles up towards the top part. So I was able to do that for this indents a little bit. And I'm going to start to add in the parts of the elevator here. And also made the sidewalls taller, so you can see this one's like 5, while the other one's kind of like skinny looking. So this one is actually more accurate. And a huge progress that I've made in the back part was actually the ship hull. Now it's a lot more accurate shape. Before, this thing didn't have this point and everything was so round and stuff. So now it's a lot more accurate. As well as this bottom half of the hull. One thing I've learned about the Nimitz is that the curve only goes up to the hangar level and then it just goes straight up. And that point is consistent for the rest, so now I have a more accurate hull. Corners are more developed. You can see this is the old one I had. This section is a little bit messy. Well, compared to this one, it's actually perfect. I was wondering why this one was so messy, especially if we look at other people's carriers, they have a nice shape to it. So now that is fixed. And I also added more of a curve because the back of the Nimitz actually curves, even this top section. If you didn't know, it's not flat, so I've been working on that. And I've also added some railings, which are these two chains going across, so this one's more accurate than just iron bars, so I'm still in the process of doing that. And here I placed the crane, so it's like tucked in there. I also added a storage variant of the F-18, where they have the red markings, and they plug up all the holes, like the air intakes and afterburners. And those aircraft, they usually have these red tags. Just pardon the banners, I think they just got corrupted, so I need to fix that. I also fixed up the alignment of the elevators. Before, they were a little bit too close to each other. This one should be more back. But then here's what the interior looks like of the hangar. I started working on the ceiling, make it all uniform, so we got these lights going across. Now here's a little update on my Harod Airbase. So I actually learned how to do the texturing for the runway, because before you could see it was kind of random. Well, this one is slightly, there's like a pattern to it, so it looks more natural, like the colors, they blend together. And we have a bunch of aircraft. This is where I filmed the video, aircraft of Ukraine. So yeah, this is how I filmed it. All the different Ukrainian aircraft that we've got. And then this is the point where I realized, oh shoot, I don't have the IL-76. So that's why I started to work on that again. It turned out to be a very good idea. I also made the N26 here. And here's the other part of the base, how it looks like with the new weathering. I also added camouflage pattern on the hangars, which are over here. So again, this is made with the help of WorldEdit. But that's pretty much it. These worlds are available for download, links in the description. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.